What we do here is go back.
Bro, I'm so cringe for starting off with this. I am really cringe for starting with this. But I don't care. I think it's funny. I think it's really fitting. I think it's really funny to start off with this song. It's not even like that good of a song, I guess. It's just iconic because of, you know, the videos that were fucking using it. It is kind of shit. Let's be real. It is kind of shit. Yeah. It's not really the best. I much prefer the Pokemon opener than the what we do here is go back. Hello. Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing today? I got a contentious stream. Not really contentious. I'm just kind of nervous about this stream. I'm going to be quite honest. I kind of have a controversial opinion, or I guess like an opinion that I don't really see a lot of other people talking about. So I felt like this stream would be a very good place to get all of my thoughts out, all of my like reasonings out right before the whole content cop drops tomorrow. I don't know when it's going to drop tomorrow, but hopefully it drops while I'm like streaming so I can watch it on stream. If it doesn't, well then obviously I'm not going to watch it on stream. I'm going to watch it and then probably watch it again on what? Friday when I'm back. Oh man, how is it going, everybody? How's it fucking going? What's up? We got some shit to talk about today. We got some shit to fucking talk about. Who is goddamn ready? I got a whole lineup of stuff on the docket here. Right, we're only going to be talking about items. We're only going to be talking about items for probably the first bit of the stream. I don't really think I have that much to go on, so I guess I should probably jump into it with a little cursory bit about like the lore that's dropped and whatnot. Yeah, obviously everybody knows Idubbbz and his very famous series Content Cop. After 7 years, he is back. And a lot of people are speculating on who this is going to be.
What we do here is go back.
A lot of people are suspecting it's going to be on... There's like 4 people. There's like 4 people who a lot of people think it's going to be on. There's Ethan Klein. There's Asmongold. There's Idubbbz himself. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be like a more self-flagellating style of Content Cop where he goes over his past and he kind of just throws it all away. He's kind of like trying to make amends to his past, sort of. Because according to his own words, Content Cop derives like hate and it basically sends harassment. And I see the line where he only wants the harassment to go to himself as like a way to atone for his sins or whatnot. I think it's pretty soy. I think that idea is pretty gay. I'm going to be completely honest. A lot of people also think it's going to be on Asmongold. I could kind of see it. Asmongold's like Twitch politics top guy right now, and he's beating out Idubbbz' friend Hassan on Twitch, because it all somehow goes back to Hassan. There's a lot of people who think it's going to be on Ethan, because according to Hassan's fan base, Ethan Klein has been having a 6-month-long crash out. Yep, totally. Yep. There totally hasn't been anything back and forth around that. No, it's all just been a one-sided crash out and not a total retard war on both sides. Nope, it's all just one-sided. I think that's another thing about that whole retard war is like you have one side who acknowledges like, yeah, both of us are talking about each other a lot, and then you have one side that's just coping and in denial and saying that no, it's just all one-sided, and then he gets all of his lackeys to repeat that narrative as well. So that's why a lot of people think it's going to be on Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein and iDubbbz were very close friends back in the day. Like, they collabed on a bunch of the other Content Cop videos. They collabed on a bunch of the other videos on the H3H3 channel. So I doubt that he would throw away his 7-year-long friendship just to appease Hasan. He even said in his not most recent, but like one of his She Ruined My Career podcast episodes that he doesn't want to get involved in the whole drama between them, even though he's kind of been instigating some antagonistic ideas, like in more favor of Hasan. Like, he made a tweet on his Creator Clash account saying that who would win, Hasan Piker or Ethan Klein, and obviously that's going to like favor Hasan more because Ethan Klein's like an out of weight like 45-year-old, and Hasan is a soy boy that lifts weights. But oh yeah, this was the other fucking that was the other one. Oh yeah, here it was. I guess it was just on this. I thought it was on the Creator Clash account. I didn't realize that it was just on his main account. I thought it was genuinely on the Creator Clash account. Yeah, Ethan Klein versus Tom Piker, Sonby versus H3, Vape Nature versus Hand Pecker. Like, come on. A lot of people are also saying it could be on Amaranth. I don't really feel it'd be on Amaranth, even though he might think that it's justified because she's like been talking a lot about Asmongold talking points. Skipping that. Don't need to see that. Yeah. I mean, we even see like a month out he's talking about Amaranth. Like, this is after the fact that her house got like raided by home intruders and they like they like beat her and shit. They wanted to steal Bitcoin from her. So like, to do this after the fact is crazy. Like, I just want to read some of the comments right here. We have some Content Cop like videos coming up on here, but yeah, a lot of people are saying he's just doing this for attention, that it's like woke cop and stuff like that. I could see that idea. I can. Ooh. Based schizo. Ayo. Finally, we have somebody who speaks my truth. We have somebody that speaks my truth. Also, crazy seeing Lieutenant Corbus right here. I actually chimed in a little bit. I might have to. I chimed in a little bit on this. I did a little bit of cursory research of the Sam Hyde and Markey stuff, which is, I think that this is pretty. I think I 100% think. I don't 100% think. I like 90% sure think that he's going to go after Sam Hyde. I think that there's a lot of reasons to why he would go back for Sam Hyde. Oh, that's a spoiler right there on that video. But yeah, I saw that 4chan source code got leaked. I think it's really funny. I think it's really funny that 4chan source code got leaked. That a lot of the other people who are like even running it are just people with .org and .edu and .government like emails. Fucking crazy. Yeah, the last post was fucking a Minecraft chicken jockey thing. It's insane. But yeah, I 100% think that it's gonna be on Sam Hyde. I have a lot of reasons as to why. I think iDubbbz. I mean, well, we'll get to it. We have some good stuff to get into before we get to the Sam Hyde and Markey stuff. I wanna read the comments on the YouTube video as well. This is a real recession indicator. It's either gonna be the best or most uncomfortable YouTube video yet of the year. I 100% agree with that. I'm going to be completely honest. This video is either going to be incredible or it's going to be one of the worst. Like, this could make or break iDubbbz's career. I'm pretty confident in saying that this could either have a lot of people back on his side, or it just cements him. You think it's the... I don't know. I'm hopeful that it's going to be the best. If he talks about the Marky stuff with Sam Hyde, I think it'll be a good video, and he'll be able to get a lot more people on his side, because he'll be the big megaphone to kind of announce all of that stuff. I totally just... I just totally didn't finish. Yeah, I didn't let you finish what you were saying. Yeah, it's either the worst or the best. I think if he goes over any of the other talking points like he wanted to do in his Getting Away with It documentary about him being like homophobic, racist, Nazi adjacent, or whatever the fuck, I think you're not going to get a lot of people on your side. I think a lot of people, whenever they hear those words, they just glaze, like a glaze goes over their eyes, and they don't really care. Like, when was the last time you really cared about somebody who was called a racist by, like, a very left-leaning ideologic person on, like, the internet? Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Usually that means that they post funny stuff, and then I just drop them a follow on Twitter. That's genuinely what's happened, like, the past 5 or so times. Because they normally post really funny stuff. It happened with, like, some Sonic dude. I was like, alright, that's funny. Please let it be on Ethan Klein. There are some people who are saying that it's going to be on Hassan Piker, and I think those people are retarded. I genuinely think those people are, like, mentally damaged. Same with the people who think that it's going to be on Ethan Klein. I don't fault them. I think that they think that their little pet issue with the internet, or I guess with YouTube drama, is what a lot of other people are going to talk about. Like, the best thing that we're able to do is, I guess, sort by new, just to, like, take a look. Johnny Somali. Some people were saying that it's going to be on, like, the IRL streamer people. I don't know. I don't think so. I just realized who posted this. That's Femiois. Oh, God, Femiois. Gotta get out of debt. I don't know, man. I don't know. Elon, Trump, Asman, or Vitality is going to get it. If he does Content Cop Elon Musk, that's the last death nail in his channel's career. That's 100% a death nail in his channel's career. Honestly. Like, yeah, Elon Musk bad, but do we really need a video from iDubbbz, Mr. Content Cop guy who made all of these incredible videos about them? Jinx, Keemstar, Food Review, Toy Review, Fine Bros, How to Prank It Up, Tech Destruction, Leafy, Tana, Rice Gum. Are we really going to have Mr. Content Cop himself be like, Content Cop Elon Musk? Hey guys, did you guys know that Elon Musk is bad? Crazy. There was a part in here that I wanted to get over. I don't know. I have a video talking about, like, the internet's sort of reactions to this.
Into Twitter to post a teaser for an upcoming Content Cop, which will be releasing this Wednesday, April 16th.
It's coming out tomorrow. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. 3 options. Either on his old self, on Sam Hyde, Content Cop on someone most people hate and doesn't really add anything new, like Asmongold or whatever. I think it's the second one. I genuinely think it's going to be on Sam Hyde. Content Cop My Wife is really funny. But I'm gonna try to explain my reasoning as to why I think it's going to be Content Cop Sam Hyde.
This has already started a bunch of discourse on the internet, with many people talking and speculating about who the
I didn't hit the button.
Along with people debating if iDubbbz even still has.
I didn't hit the button.
Many citing that they believe he's completely fallen off. Welcome to the internet versus iDubbbz Content Cop return teaser. It starts when iDubbbz tweets out Content Cop returns and attaches this clip.
We've seen this clip already. We've seen this clip already. Oh my god. A lot of people are also, like, suspecting that this text has something to do with it. Like, this text is going to be some weird hint as to who it could be about. I genuinely have no idea what text this is, or if somebody's show uses this text, right? I tried looking up like the MDE text because that was Sam Hyde's old show. I tried looking up like if this tech, like what font this is. I have no idea what font this is. So I have no idea. Also, one of the biggest pieces of information that kind of led me to the idea that it's Sam Hyde was it's on 4/16. 4/16 is Sam Hyde's birthday, right? I think that his wife probably pushed him to release it on this day. I think they had this video for like months. Because if we're to assume that the intro is going to be like the normal Content Cop where he films with Max and Chad, Max Mofo and Anything for Views, then he would have had this filmed, or at least that part filmed, when they went to Australia last month. Or not last month, last year. So they probably had this in the back burner for like a while.
U.S. replies, unless it's Hassan Piker, you can...
Yeah, I 100% think that Hassan Piker Content Cop is retarded. I think that it's retarded. I think people are ideologically captured when they think it's going to be a Hassan Piker. Yeah, I think they just really want the Hassan Bad narrative. Like, we don't need a fucking fourth or a fifth person to make a Hassan Bad video. We already have plenty of those, and we have the fucking content nuke if you want Hassan Bad.
The corner, and Mr. Lookalike says, yes, what the world needs is yet another 2-hour Destiny Sources slop fest full of the same...
Same thing with Destiny. Same thing with Destiny. I don't really think it's going to be Destiny. Ryan Beard made a very good Destiny content nuke video. And even at this, like, the middle point of January, when all of this stuff got, like, exposed, that kind of, or was it January or February? Whatever. Destiny's just been on a downward spiral. You know, he's doing his Fortress arc. He's pulling a Vosh. I don't think it would be H3. And if it's H3, I think it's the same thing of it being, like, the last death nail for his channel. I think you're going to get a lot of the people who remembered them being friends and collabing back in the day. All of the normies who like the iDubbbz channel or whatever, and who see Content Cop and they get hyped for Content Cop.
Arguments we've seen for years.
I don't think it's going to be H3.
What he is, it's about Asmon.
Asmon, I could believe more because at least Asmon is somewhat more politically motivated.
Mugen says, this is going to be like modern Hollywood.
I don't know, man.
Watching your favorite childhood movie.
Dude, I'm like so conflicted. I'm genuinely so conflicted on... I'm so conflicted. Because at the same time, right, I don't like iDubbbz. I don't like the direction iDubbbz has been going. And I'm more neutral, somewhat positive towards Sam Hyde. I'm more of a casual Sam Hyde fan. Like, I like Fish Tank. I really like Fish Tank. And he's a big part of Fish Tank, right? But there's always been one aspect of Sam Hyde that's always been, like, a blemish to it. Man, I gotta go find it. Channing... Maddie? Will that help me? Yeah, Channing Krager interview. Right. Like, this whole conversation with one of Sam Hyde's exes kind of threw everything out of whack and made people not think about anything to do with Sam Hyde and Marky. Like, this whole idea was just fucking gone and forgotten, but we'll add this to the list. We'll add that to the list.
Bruh, Peach Jar says, I'll never forget my friend.
Also funny, Peach Jars.
And showing me your videos for the first time in college. Sitting on their couch with a joint. Memories. This is gonna be good. I'm excited. MacBot replies, are you going after your own channel? Mr. B says, Woke Cop is going to suck. You used to be the GOAT, but then you called all your fans racist. Now you're just a pathetic little man under the foot of your woke, psychotic wife. Matt quote tweets iDubbbz with this video of Mr. Incredible getting ready and the caption, iDubbbz content in the big 2025. The whole scene of him failing to put on his suits. Deviant Pig quote tweets iDubbbz and says, I gotta say, no matter what you think of this guy, you can never call him a grifter. Dude destroyed his career over his personal beliefs and has never gone back on them. Very different from people who go where the money is flowing. Getting this level of views and having 7 million subscribers is wild. I'd make a collab with The Quartering the second they dipped below 1 million. Shamu quote tweets iDubbbz with the iconic clip of him and Tana. And Hassan
banger. Banger.
They are quote tweets item saying, "Can y'all imagine the anxiety a certain someone must be feeling right now? Absolutely cannot wait to see this masterpiece." Arrow replies, "Ain't nobody anxious and worried about a modern day items content cop on them." Jim replies,
The two main people are, dude. I don't think it's gonna be that. I genuinely don't think it's either gonna be these people. It's too politically motivated. It's too political heavy, right? Content cop is like universal for like non-politics people, and the fact that everybody wants Hassan or Ethan, and either way, it's going like if iDubbbz does either of them, he's gonna lose like a good chunk of his audience. Like anybody who's his Hassan fan or Hassan fans is going to leave. Anybody who's an Ethan fan is going to leave. I don't think he's going to do that.
"The two main people are Hassan and Ethan. I doubt he would do that to Ethan, and I doubt he'd do anything even slightly as controversial as going after Hassan. I'm guessing it will be about someone no one cares about or someone."
Dude, don't you worry, Mr. Gamer. I got the whole rabbit hole. I got the whole thing ready. I don't know if you have seen. But I am fully onto the Sam Hyde. It's gonna be on Sam Hyde trend. I'm fully onto that. And we got the Marky shit coming up today.
"One you wouldn't expect, like Destiny." Yeet also tweets out the clip that iDubbbz posted and says, "iDubbbz is bringing back content."
Also, I didn't realize that Yeet was like a DGG like orbiter account. I did not realize that.
His first target will be Ethan Klein. And UFO Shane replies, "And it will suck because he's a woke retard now." Kukuku's top.
Dude, I love that we could say retard now. Also, Kaguya's top gal.
Gal says, "He's too much of a cuck now to criticize anyone." Fred replies, "Didn't he literally make a video mocking people for saying they missed the old content?" And Manic screenshots that video and says,
Like-
"This video already not aging well." Asuka replies, "It's just 30 minutes of him in a chair."
You hate the Yeet account? Yeet's fine. He's a better live stream fail. It's good for. Oh, you hate Kaguya? What? Kaguya's funny, yo. Kaguya's funny.
Watching his girlfriend get fucked. Shania quote tweets Yeet and says, "We're all 20 to 35 now, bro." Man Who Hunts replies, "Shit spoke to him like the Green Goblin mask and he folded." And Shania says, "Recession about to hit."
And also, that's why it's funny. Racism on Twitter is funny. I still have the I have the old I miss the old iDubbbz video, and part of me wants to try and find parts where he was talking about what he thought the old content cop was going to be about.
He needs the cash. Eric Estero replies, "For real, I'm 26 and this dude's been watched for years. I don't give that much of a shit about that kind of content anyways anymore. I grew up. Who is this for?" Risner King and says, "This is how you know."
I know that's what all we want. I know everybody wants us to make it, or I know everybody wants him to make a content cop on his wife. He's never going to do that because Anissa has been around since at least the Tana video, which the Tana video was 2016? 2017. She's been around before these videos. Like, she was the one who was, like, filming him in the car. Yo, that's spicy. Oh, that's spicy. Yeah, like, she's the one who was filming these videos. But yeah, I don't think it could ever be on Anissa. I think probably 10% it's gonna be Content Cop iDubbbz or Content Cop Sam Hyde. I think that's probably the last 10%, I think.
Ed quote tweets it with this screenshot of an iDubbbz video
Honestly,
titled "Ranking All Cheez-Its by which generation would eat them," and says,
also, I mean, still, the Content Cop Tana manga video holds up. It holds fucking up.
What?
I think a lot of people take away the wrong idea from it's either all okay or none of it's okay. But the core mentality of that is strong.
Ranking Cheez-Its
right?
not
It's
working
good.
out, and Dojingle says it'll be on someone basic like Tim Pool or Matt Walsh.
I don't think so. Like, I mean, again, coming from Mudahar's wife, a very basic answer. Unfortunately,
Incognito Friend says, "Well, his target won't be Hassan unless he's secretly gotten divorced." And Giga Chat says, "It'll probably be something gay."
Also,
like
Giga Chad Brick is funny.
Content cop Donald Trump made an headbang quote tweet with this clip in the caption. If your e-career consists of making fun of people on the internet, give people nothing they can insult you on so their responses are hollow, embrace your flaws from
Man,
the
I
start.
forgot how good the old
Content
content
cop
cops
doesn't have any
were.
oomph anymore because these two conditions aren't met.
Straight off the bat, I want to let all the newcomers to my channel know that I'm perfectly fine
I'm
with
okay
bullying.
with
Make fun of
bullying.
someone
Let's
because they're
go.
fat, autistic, or riddled with acne. I don't care. Make fun of them. I think my only stipulation with the bullying is that you also have to not be a pussy. You see, because if you're a pussy and you're hiding your putrid, malformed chin behind your hand,
It's crazy how even back in the day he was good, he had confidence, but now he's kind of fallen back on what he said because he's being a pussy right now. He's letting what people are saying to him get to him. And I think that's the main issue as to why this content cop probably isn't going to hit as hard if it's on just some random Joe Schmo club shitto, right? That's why I think he either has to make it on himself or Sam Hyde, and I'm still leaning towards Sam
your
Hyde.
sleeve or your microphone.
Unfortunately,
You're showing
Sam
people
Hyde bros,
that you
it's
are extremely
over.
Self-conscious. You're showing people that you're a pussy, and that takes a lot of the oomph out of your bullying.
Exactly,
Here's a
exactly.
screenshot.
This is the tweet that kind of gave me the first inkling. Thank you, Kershaw. Thank you, Kershaw. Kershey, whatever. This is the exact tweet. The fact that it's coming out on his 40th birthday.
Sam Hyde's birthday
dude.
being April 16th. Doc Strangelove replies, remember when Joji, Filthy Frank, used to be tight with him, then suddenly cut all ties? Yeah, it all makes sense now.
It's not that he suddenly cut all ties. He still like interacted with Max and Chad. I don't know if he cut ties with Ian, but it seemed like he was more Max's friend than Ian's friend.
Permaband replies, reminder, Ian missed Max's wedding because his wife had a tattoo appointment and didn't allow him to go. Joji, by contrast,
I don't know if that's entirely. I remember this drama. I remember this top drama, but I think he did end up going to Australia. But at the same time, like, he was probably sent the invitation and yeah, he didn't go. He didn't go to the wedding. He went like a month after. Because of the wife's tattoo appointment. I don't know if the wife didn't allow him to go or if he didn't want to go or some shit. But I didn't know about the second half.
Despite being swarmed with concert tours. XOXO replies, I don't know why crybabies on the internet hate on items so much. He has a hot wife and is financially set. Like, he's just doing his thing now. What's the issue? And Purple Pie replies, they're literally broke now. And
we got it.
Never listened.
We got that shit.
Believe what you want. And Purple Pie says, username checks out. Panotaku replies to the original post about Sam.
And I think a lot of the stuff is kind of credible. If you actually look at like the timeline, it looks real. It looks bad for Sam Hyde bros. I do have probably the only video I've seen that like succinctly covers it all. But the only problem is that this fucking video sucks. This fucking video is so hard to show people because you have a nasally fucking Redditor, right? Who talks in a goddamn Cthulhu mask. Fuck off, man. That video is going to make me so mad. I literally listened to that like yesterday and I was thinking to myself, like, this video is very hard to show people. This video is very hard to swallow for some people. Hey, Wisteria. Like, that's why I think that this items video could be really good. It's either going to be his best video or it's going to be just a self-suck fest of, guys, I'm so bad. Oh, my old content sucks. I'm sorry to all my black viewers. I'm going to be donating all my money to black charities. I'm sorry for saying the N-word, F-slur. Like, if it's going to be that, which is literally what the I Miss the Old Items video was, if we just get a 2025 edition of this, it's going to be extremely cringe. It's going to be extremely grins. It's going to be extremely gay. And it's going to be just it's going to be his last video. Nobody's really going to care about him.
This actually seems like the most probable guess, considering how much Sam has cost him. Inma replies, Sam Hyde already dragged him out into the cold and whipped him like the dog he is.
I was a believer of this narrative, but I also have an idea as to why Idubs probably wants to go back after Sam Hyde.
And get to that rematch. Possum Reviews quote tweets and says, so a guy who made his career by being a huge edgelord and then backtracked it all because he was afraid of being canceled is now going to go back to being a huge edgelord now that the political pendulum has swung back?
I don't think he's going to go back.
Delisted all of his content copy videos because he felt they were too mean and then tries to bring it back when he's run out of ideas and money. Sounds promising. Gray Entity says, he's going to softball it with some retard like Johnny Tamale. Mock quote tweets and says, the lion's been declawed and had had all his teeth pulled out years ago. The idea of watching it go after Gazelle again sounds uninteresting. By the way, I doubt he's going after Ethan Klein. So many people have gone after that man, it's insane. It'd be like him going after the Fine Bros again, his worst one. Cheddar replies, not to be a normie, but this is just like the MCU bringing RDJ
Very
back.
normie
And Moss
point.
says, did RDJ's wife cut his balls off as he disowned his entire fan base too? Gamers Holy Army says, well, that's gonna be a fun 2 weeks of internet discourse.
Oh, this
and
is
Moss
gonna
says,
be
well,
very
unless I hear it's a
entertaining.
very entertaining display of delusion, there's not gonna be much discourse about it from me. I have no intention.
Ooh, dude, that's what I'm saying. If we got if he's talking about the Marky stuff, this would probably be like the biggest hit to like Sam Hyde on like the greater internet. Like, oh man, he genuinely has to like hit this out of the park in order for this to be a good video.
Imagine if he does a full 180. And Ma replies, there's absolutely no way.
Like, it
Every
makes
piece of
sense for
information
Sam Hyde. It's politically motivated. He has motive. Sam Hyde made him look like a fumbling fool. A fool. Is that the only word I could come up with? A bumbling idiot for the past 2 years to make him look like he was just petty, and he had this My Little Pony game idea stuck in him for like 5 years or whatever. Like, he played him. He 100% played him. And so that's why I think iDubbbz has the motivation in him to go after Sam Hyde. And it's also like ideologically motivated. They're both on like a political opposing sides or whatever.
I've heard about Ian
So
for
it
years
kind of like covers the itch of Asmongold as well.
has reinforced his dedication to
Or I
his
guess going after like righties, which I know
ideology
he's
switch.
been
Right,
wanting to
quote-
do with his other stuff.
It's the post by Kirsch with Sam Hyde's birthday and says, Sam Hyde is a and these people still treat him
Yeah.
like he's Shakespeare or some shit. Posting his birthday pretending like iDubbbz is all obsessive and shit when it's Sam Hyde and his community that constantly be harassing him.
I don't think that's true either. I don't think that's true. I don't think that second part's true.
Then Willie Maxshow tweets out, Content Cop predictions. 50% chance of it being on Sam Hyde, 20% chance on himself, 20% Elon Musk, and 10% conservative pundits. Linestar replies, it should be on Hassan Piker. And Willie Maxshow says, I think he's too lib-pilled. And Nick replies, if I was making a pitch, I think for-profit P-Hunters would be his best chance at a strong video. It's a genre and not a single person, so he can more or less cut loose. Focusing on IRL streamers or video investigators who fuck these things up and make it harder for police officers/prosecutors would be a topic many could get behind. It also fits the spirit of Content Cop, as it would show a more rational perspective on a popular type of media that deserves more scrutiny. Frank Hassel replies to Willie Mack by saying, he's never going to mention Sam.
Ooh, even Frank fucking Hassel.
Again. John Merlert also tweets out the clip that iDubbbz posted, and Gragnor says, this might
Oh yeah, also there's some sad stuff that happened with Keemstar today. His dog got hit by a car. Very sad, so I'm not gonna give Keemstar any shit. I feel bad for him. Like, no, that shouldn't happen to anybody. I feel really bad. Like, you got to see a genuine bit of his.
also
I
tweets out
don't
the clip
know.
that iDubbbz
It's
posted,
sad.
and Gragnor says, this might be the nail in the coffin. If he drops the ball with this, he has nothing else to break. Doombro
Yeah,
quotes John Merlert by
100%.
saying, iDubbbz might be the most art man alive.
Very true.
Daka Daka quotes it by saying, Jesus, Content Cop for modern
Hey,
audiences.
Fair.
You did a heckin' joke racism there, buddy. Big Bungie tweets out, Content Cop prediction. 1 hour of iDubbbz in a cop outfit, lazily roasting Creator Clash 3 fighters in a last-ditch effort to drum up hype for a doomed event. Samuel tweets out this image in the caption.
We will also be playing this tomorrow. We will be playing the Content Cop Bingo tomorrow when it drops. Creator Clash promo, very self-deprecating, nostalgic fake out, commentary jab, H3 jab, Sam Hyde, yeah.
iDubbbz Content Cop.
I don't need to read it. He was going to read it. But yeah, we're also going to be playing that. We're going to be playing that tomorrow. The iDubbbz Content Cop Bingo. But yeah, that's kind of like the wider discourse about all of the Content Cop stuff. And oh boy, I still have the belief that it's going to be on Sam Hyde. I still have the fucking belief it's going to be on him. Mainly because of the birthday thing. I think Anissa is like very petty enough because she knows Ian doesn't like him. I think she knows, and this is probably her way of like being like, yeah, that'll get him. That'll show him on his 40th birthday too. Being bigoted, don't really care. I don't feel like it represents me. I'm sorry. Post-fight speech, I made the video. I'm stupid. Openness. I wanted to try and find where he talks about the Content Cop stuff. Cop. Okay. Oh. Hmm. Oh, maybe he just talks about it at the start.
For a while, I felt like...
So, this was a video that came out right after Creator Clash 2, like, flopped, right? And this was his video to, like, weather the storm, and this really had a opposite effect. This was a video that made him want to delist all of his old Content Cop videos, where he talks about how he gained empathy at 32, how he is sorry to all the black viewers, and this kind of, like, was the last... It kind of, like, got rid of all of the respect that, like, his old fans had to him, and basically he told them to, like, fuck off, and that he's moved on, and that they should move on as well. And one of the things that he says in this video is he talks about how Content Cop as a series derived a lot of hate and harassment towards individuals, or towards his specific targets, right? And he felt really bad about it with the Tana video, right? Let me see if I could find it.
If I changed my content over time, that people would see that as a reflection of who I am and what I value. But I'm starting to realize that that is a very weak and passive way to, you know, run my channel and live my life. So
I don't think it's in the
think
being bigoted
you know, if I'm gonna have the
segment.
balls to go to Tana's fan meetup and say slurs at her and then make a video about how it's okay to say slurs, I think I should have the balls to make an apology video and take accountability for the mistakes I made. So that's what this video is. I've realized that I need to be crystal clear about what I believe, so there's no room for ambiguity. I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel. And
So, hurtful and damaging content on the channel. And he's specifically referring to the Content Cop videos. And this is literally, like, not even 2 years ago. Not even 2 years ago that he has this idea. And so something in his mind, he must think that this Content Cop is either going to be extremely, like, justified in his reasoning, or it's going to be about himself. I don't see it being about anybody else besides Sam. And we're gonna trust me, we're gonna get to why I think that it's probably justified why he's gonna go after Sam Hyde. I feel like this video, I miss the old iDubbbz, is his Content Cop iDubbbz. We already had this self-flagellating video about, like, guys, I was so bigoted back in the day. It doesn't represent me anymore. I'm sorry. Literally, this could just be a sentence in itself. And he says, I'm sorry to all the black viewers, and he donates money to, like, a... I don't remember. He donates money to, like, a black charity or something. But this is already the Content Cop iDubbbz. I genuinely don't think that we're going to be getting a new one of these. Unless it's just going to be an endless cycle of iDubbbz self-flagellating himself and wanting everybody to feel pity for him. And if so, it's going to be extremely sad. I'm probably hyping up what I think this Content Cop video is going to be about too much.
And I've also created a culture of apathy and, I don't know, a lot of, like, cruelty as well. Like, you know, some of the videos I've made have been very, not edgy. I don't think they you know, some of these videos were edgy. I think they were just outright cruel. So
outright cruel. Yeah, he's talking about his Content Cop videos being cruel.
I don't want people to, you know, get it confused about, you know, where I stand. I have made some cruel, hurtful content, and I need to acknowledge that, and I'm really sorry that it's taken me this long to acknowledge it.
Like, first of all, good minute. I'm glad all of the information was at the start of the video. Perfect for my talking for my talking points. And this is why I partly think that he feels like it would be justified to go after Sam Hyde. He probably feels, with the information, he 100% hates Sam Hyde. He hates Sam Hyde. He made Sam Hyde look like a fucking bumbling, or Sam Hyde made him look like a bumbling fool in the documentary. And he's probably had this in his heart for, like, years at this point. Because we saw this with the Brony video, right? We saw this with the Brony Kickstarter crap video that they talk about in the documentary. So it just makes me think that he's held this, and he has, like, 100% a narrative, or at least motive, to make it about Sam.
Content I'm talking about specifically are Content Cop videos and videos where I was just generally criticizing people for very lackluster reasons, and you know, obviously didn't have any accountability online whatsoever on my end.
On his end?
I was more any accountability online whatsoever on my end.
Oh, he's talking about him not having any accountability.
For
I
very
didn't hear that
lackluster
again.
reasons.
Lackluster
and,
reasons.
You know, obviously didn't have any accountability online.
So this is why I'm also partly thinking that this actually is going to be about Sam Hyde. Because for any of these lackluster reasons, he's not going to make a video criticizing them for being racist or sexist or saying homophobic jokes or being alt-right or whatever. Because nobody's really going to care. Nobody gives a shit about Sam Hyde being any of that stuff. People really want to know about the Markey stuff. If he talks about the Markey stuff, it's 100% going to be like a big blow to Sam Hyde's career. Because it's going to be the biggest voice, right? Amplifying these accusations. And I just hope that the video is not like an hour and 10 minutes of some nasally Redditor with a Cthulhu mask. It has to be presented well, you know? Everyone pretty makes a content cop now. Literally, if we just Google content cop, how many people make their own content cop? How many people make their own content? Yo, it's me. I made my content cop. The next content cop will be on Sam Hyde. Oh, hey, Tommy C. Hey, Tommy C. Okay, I am kind of glad that we're just getting the old iDub stuff. But I do... Oh, King of Nothing. Oh, God. I do know a lot of people have made their content nukes, content cops. I remember the Dog Pack tried to do a content cop thing. Overwatch content cop one tricks iDubbbz parody. No thanks. I'm just going to end it if I do that. Social repose? Repose? That's a name I haven't heard in a long ass time. I am kind of glad that other people don't steal the name Content Cop. There have been people who've made Content Cop videos, but they haven't had as much tact as he has. Hasn't been as many who has the same tact or the same level of I guess oomph. Yeah, oomph is probably the best way. Like when we compare like the Keemstar, the Leafy, or even the Tana and Ricegum videos, like those videos were like some of his best ones. Even the Jinx one, those are some of his best like content. So
Whatsoever on my end. I was morally grandstanding and acting as if I am any better than any of these people that I was making content cop videos on, and I'm not. I'm a human. I'm a real human who makes mistakes, and, you know, I make a different set of mistakes than the people I was making videos on, but it doesn't matter. I don't think anyone deserves that level of cruelty or hate. It's also...
Now, you see, this is the only part that, like, I don't know. Like, this part could make sense to me as to why it would be on himself, because I don't feel like anybody deserves that level of hate. That level of cruelty or hate. It also indoctrinated a lot of people into thinking it was okay to behave, and it's not. So that's why I could also think, like, if he goes after Sam Hyde, he'll probably think that it's a justified reason to go after him, and that he's saving people from going down the alt-right pipeline, or whatever. So, dude, I'm just hopeful that it's a good video. If it's on the Markey stuff, if it's on Sam Hyde, it has to be on the Markey stuff in order for it to, like, have any tact. If it's on himself, it's just going to be 20 or 40 minutes of just pain. It's just going to be pain. So, a lot of people were wanting to know what exactly I was talking about. So this whole video of the getting away with it, the whole bit is Sam Hyde gaslit the fuck out of iDubbbz for a whole, like, the weekend that he was there. They had a whole ass document about ways that they're going to gaslight him into thinking that he's, like, crazy or whatever. And iDubbbz didn't upload the video. He didn't do anything with the stuff that they filmed. And so Sam wanted to, like, get a return on that money because they spent, like, $15,000 or something. So he wanted to get that money back. So he made a video, and he was talking with iDubbbz and the editor, which is Uncle Dane still. And he just didn't upload it until, like, Sam Hyde made the first video, and then iDubbbz made the video like a few weeks later. Or I guess he uploaded it a few weeks later. But I wanted to listen to the meta irony part. Because this part sucks. This part was so very confusing.
Along with some other undesirables, and that's cool, bro.
Hi. Before we continue with the documentary, I want to take a few minutes to talk about irony. I wish there was a perfect way to explain to you guys why talking to Sam Hyde is frustrating, not only to a person making a documentary about him, but as a guy who doesn't actually know Sam on a personal level. A lot of people probably refer to irony as having metaphorical layers, but irony exists in a circle.
This part I don't really follow. This part really doesn't make that much sense to me.
At the top of the circle of irony, you have sincerity. You can't have any amount of irony without some sincerity behind it. Here's an example of a sincere thought. I don't like eating shit. People who are not being ironic say sincere things like that all the time.
But like everybody knows that. The problem with saying stuff that's like sincere is like these are all just like universal truths of like I don't like eating shit, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody would assume you don't like eating shit. And so the fact that you're saying it implies that there's like, well, yeah, obviously you don't. Why would you say that? Do you like eating shit?
Say that
like,
it's the default way to say things.
Okay. Dude, I haven't seen this video in 3 years.
The next rung on the circle of irony is just called irony. You might be familiar with this from English class, and it basically means that you kind of feel the opposite of what is being expressed. And it's basically just sarcasm.
Yeah. Irony is literally just sarcasm, basically.
I love eating shit. Great. People think I love eating shit now. Isn't that just perfect? This is the go-to boomer humor that old people thrive off of. They love sarcasm. It is a basic level of irony to the point where it's almost irrelevant to millennials and zoomers. After irony, we have post-irony. This is where you say something in a way that makes it sound like you don't mean it when you actually do mean it. In other words, you're using irony to make a joke about how you're joking. Oh, I don't like eating shit. Oh, me? Oh, no, I don't like eating shit. I hate that. I don't like eating shit. I don't like eating delicious, creamy shit. Stop saying that about me. If you put a pile of shit in front of me, I wouldn't devour it like an animal instantly.
It is still funny.
I wouldn't be doing that.
It is still funny, dude. Post-irony is still funny.
The most popular form of
I don't know why that got me to giggle. I'm sorry.
irony in the modern generation. They're basically parodies of memes. So you have to already know what irony is to appreciate or begin to appreciate post-ironic humor. And look, there's no more room on...
God damn it. Why the fuck did I laugh at this? I mean, it kind of makes sense. I think looking back on it now, it is a good simplification of Sam Hyde's like jokingness, because a lot of it is mostly post and meta irony or anti-comedy. That's another term, anti-comedy.
On the circle. So
dude, I love eating shit.
What the fuck is that? Meta irony is where this gets fucked. This is where you're saying something sincere, but the context could imply that you're saying it ironically, yet the thing that you're saying is actually a sincere thought. If this doesn't make sense, that's because it doesn't make any sense. It's meant to confuse you. Meta irony is placed intentionally in this circle in a way that doesn't make any sense because it is intertwined with sincerity. No, I don't like eating shit. No, I don't like eating shit. Unless...
I would still probably argue that that's like more meta irony than post irony. I don't know.
But do I like eating shit? You don't know, do you? The fact that I brought it up in the first place is a little bit suspicious, but the concept of eating shit is so ridiculous that I have to be serious when I say I don't want to.
I think looking back on this now, giving it some time to breathe, I think this is a fine segment. I think this is 100% a fine segment.
Meta-irony is used effectively by people whose intention is to blur the line between sincerity and jokes. It creates a situation where in order for there to be a prerequisite of sincerity, I have to obtain the knowledge outside of the joke. You're basically just saying the consumption of shit is something that is physically possible. Isn't that interesting? I'm retarded.
Not really.
But if you're
He doesn't really do that well of a job of explaining meta irony. I guess meta irony is really difficult to explain, but that is 100% like Sam Hyde's like type of humor. It's all ironic, which is a problem because you can't really like get a read on him. You got extorted over your niece's loose tooth, dude. Dude, I'm sorry you got extorted out of your money. I'm sorry you got extorted out of your money. And Paul, thanks for the follow.
saying anything about something when you say it, why do you even say it? People don't tend to do things for no reason. There has to be an answer here. And there are two answers. Either you're just bad at irony, or
What
you're
up?
just being sincere. This is why it's so difficult to be around Sam. Try to understand him and ultimately make a documentary about him. He lives here. Sam is drenched in meta-irony constantly. He intentionally doesn't make it obvious when he is or isn't joking about something.
But it's so difficult because, like, I think that there's sometimes you could tell. Like, I wish I watched this documentary again. I wish I watched this document. Why did it just make the sound a second time? All right. I wish I could watch the documentary because there's like weird times where I could think that he's being sincere and I could understand it. And then it's hard to describe.
This is up for interpretation,
It's hard to
I
describe.
guess, but after seeing how much he appears to involve himself in political ideologies, it seems he prefers to use meta-irony as a shield. To say, I was just joking, is a legitimate way to exonerate yourself in moments of actual miscommunication. But it's also a perfect fallback option for when you receive criticism for a point that you are genuinely trying to make.
What is going on? Basically, we are going over the potential targets of who this new iDubbbz content cop is going to be about. A lot of people are going to say it's on Ethan. A lot of people are going to say it's on iDubbbz himself. A lot of people are going to say it's on Asmongold. There's a small amount of people who think it's going to be on Sam Hyde. And I also agree that it's going to be on Sam Hyde. And we have a lot of Sam Hyde stuff to be going over today as to why I think it's going to be on him. Basically, I was doing a lot of research on like Sam Hyde's past and the Markey stuff. The Markey stuff was like the biggest accusation against Sam Hyde, to where when he was like 28 and 29, he had a sexual relationship with a 16-year-old and was physically and emotionally abusive to her. And that girl is named Markey. It's crazy shit. But the problem is that so many people are absolute schizoids when they talk about this stuff, because they pull up literal unhinged timelines of Sam Hyde's appearance, and it just takes people out of the immersion, right? I have this one video pulled up that I listened to yesterday. The fuck? We're getting to it. We'll get to it. But is the irony section done?
What the fuck? You like eating shit?
Dude, I think eating shit is awesome as
Just kidding.
well, dude.
Are you stupid
Hell
or
yeah.
something? Well, now I feel bad for being
You see, now that's just the first ironic layer.
aware of any irony going on. So in the future, I will not criticize you for anything you say.
Yeah, I think this part is like overplayed, because I still think that, you know, eating shit obviously is a universal, or not eating shit is a universal truth. And so whenever somebody says that, yeah, you just assume that they're joking until like proven otherwise. 100%. I think especially nowadays with like the new meta of jokes being like extremely ironic jokes, I 100% think that it is a slippery slope. It is a slippery slope, and you sometimes can't even really tell what the joke is. Like we've ascended like memes or jokes to where like I only do like ironic jokes right now.
I am now invulnerable to criticism.
No, he's 100% not. Like, this part doesn't really... He's obviously taking this to an extreme just for his narrative. I think the interview is pretty decent. This is probably, like, the only real part. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sam was, like, pretty real in here.
Was it bad?
What do you think?
Did I
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was, like, the only good part where...
I just flipped the question on you.
No, that's not how this. Yeah, this is not going to be like an ordinary interview.
All right.
Yeah, we're not going to be going over this. But, yeah, I like the interview section. The interview section, I could probably tell, like, there were some parts that were real. Like, I think right here when he was talking about something that really bothered him, I think it 100% got to Sam.
I'm not trying to be flippant or like dismissive of your question. It's just, no, it's not something I think about.
Okay. No, that's fair. I mean, yeah, I don't want you to drum
I think this was about the whole brony game that they made, that Items made a video about.
Thought of it.
Yeah.
Is this something that you think you should think about?
No. It's not.
I'm
No, it's not. And he looks really deep in
curious
thought.
about your relationship with Danny.
Oh, is this just the Danny stuff?
Has she been on drugs since she met you?
She's been on drugs since before she met me. So if you're implying that I've driven her to drug use, you are incorrect.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, that's what I wanted to sort of get out of the way.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad we got that out of the way.
Have you tried to get her any help?
No, seeing as she's a girl I paid $500 to shave her head and pretend to be my girlfriend, no, I haven't tried to get her any help.
You see, now this is the part, like, if we're coming from Item's perspective here, he probably thinks that this is either like the meta ironic or the sincere part. But for all of the other people who watched Sam Hyde's like first video where he talks about hiring Danny and all of the stuff, we have the what's that literary device? Is that dramatic irony of where we know something that the actors don't?
Should you want me to try?
Well, okay.
I don't know her that well. It's probably not my business to get her off drugs. Also, I think I told her to put her hand in your pocket and pretend to be on drugs.
Shut up.
Yeah, the interview part was pretty funny. So, all right, guys. We're not going to be watching all of this video, but we're only going to be watching a few sections from the Sam Hyde and Marky the Truth video. Okay, so this comes from a channel called Tenacious Turnip, and I wanted to look up and actually hear what people were saying about this whole Marky discussion. I had previously heard about Marky and Sam Hyde a couple years ago, back when I was listening to Matt at the Internet a good amount, and one of the people who actually was like brought on to the show was an ex of Sam Hyde called Channing Krager, right? Or Channing Krager. The main issue was Channing Krager made a complete fool of herself and threw into question all of the information surrounding the Marky thing. Because even on this interview, she sounded like completely high and drunk, and you couldn't really get a question or like an answer from her. Let me see if there's like any bit. We'll probably watch a good chunk of this. I do like Matt at the Internet. It's a good podcast. I haven't listened to it in a while, but yeah. We'll probably get to this afterwards, just so I could explain my thoughts, I guess, as like a more casual Sam Hyde fan. So I will say, big warning. This video is definitely a bit out there. It's a bit hard to watch. That's the best thing I could say, is that it's hard to watch. And it doesn't really do a very good job. It does do a good job of explaining the details. It's just the presentation is jarring. All right. So in this video called Sam Hyde and Marky the Truth, I'll play the first 10 seconds.
Hello, everyone. This is a video about Sam Hyde and Marky.
I'm usually not one to like shit on people's stuff that they can't control, like their voice. I hate my voice. But even I would say that the presentation right now comes off as extremely Reddit tier, like 4chan adjacent person who looks like he has a big gripe against Sam. It already just looks like he's not really doing the best for his side, okay? Not really doing the best for his side.
Perhaps you've seen people saying Sam Hyde dated a 16-year-old when he was 29, or saying he's an abuser, or saying something like that. These rumors have followed Sam Hyde for years, but today, we're finally gonna prove it. So, the main source of
we're only going to be watching a good, like, a few sections from here. We'll watch the intro, maybe some of the background stuff. Not really so much. I don't think I'll really get into too much of the background because there's really not much there. But then I would get into, like, the evidence parts. Not fully on evidence part 2, but, and then I want to go over the iDubbbz news section, which is mainly the reason why.
Infographic that constantly gets shared around. It's been spammed on 4chan every day since it was created. So much so that now it's on Sam's Know Your Meme page, along with a few other infographics. And it shows a picture of Sam Hyde with a young-looking girl with a bloody nose, alongside some alleged messages between the two of them, and some 4chan posts giving background on the story. But we're gonna go deeper into it. I know you have a lot of questions.
I know you have a lot of questions. Oh my god, dude. Like, this is why I hope that the iDubbbz video is going to be covering this, because there definitely needs to be a new person to talk about this. I'm sorry to Tenacious Shirt. He seems like a cool guy. Right? But it's the fucking voice. Oh, he did also say that he would, like, post about a part 2. Ooh, if I got iDubbbz to do a content cop on Sam Hyde by sending proof of the Marky stuff to Anissa, it's gonna be so fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh, dude, this might be a good follow. Oh shit. iDubbbz starts Marky posting 2 hours about how Ethan Klein feeds poop to his kids. Oh boy, dude, I think he's onto something. Did Turnup? No, there's no fucking way Turnup sent. If I got iDubbbz to do a content cop on Sam Hyde by sending proof of the Marky stuff to Anissa, it's gonna be so fucking funny. The problem is modern iDubbbz will need to be confident, funny, and edgy to make real effective content creator or content cop on Sam. He hasn't been any of those things for years, but he's lost all his balls, so I wouldn't expect Sam. I'd be surprised, but even so, it'll lack proper bite. Doesn't matter if it's as good as his old ones. All he has to go is pedo over and over again. Sam Hyde loses the arguments. 20% of the 20 or 30 people know about it. Is the problem with talking about ephebiophilia. Oh, shit. Is this the girl? No, it's a different ex-girlfriend. I explain it here. Hang on. Yo.
Hey, wait.
Dude. We may not need to watch this whole last video. We may be able to get it by with Family Guy AI stuff.
Are you guys watching Sam Hyde? Don't you know he dated and abused a 16-year-old fan when he was 29? Take a look at this
Astaghfirullah, Stewie.
picture.
Stewie, none of that is true. Sam Hyde is a comedian who likes to put fake stuff about himself online as a joke. That girl was 19, and that's a meta-ironic troll picture he took at art school.
Oh my god. You see, just even Brian, like, trying to...
Bet you think he's really the ghost of Kiev, too.
Actually, Brian, Stewie is right. That's not art school. If you take a look at the background, you can see the power cage, railing, and staircase from his old apartment. The other picture is also from his apartment. Just compare with his old videos. Or take a look at the apartment map instead.
Like, this is the problem. It's like you have people on Kiwi and Lolcow Farm who make diagrams of what his house looked like. So this video, I'd say that this is probably one of the better things to, like, show people. It's very quick and dirty, but you just sound like a fucking schizoid when you start talking about bedroom or, like, apartment diagrams, dude.
Okay, fine. But there's no proof of her age. You're just biased against him, so you believe anonymous 4chan posts.
Actually, there is proof she was 16. Just take a look at the Sam Hyde appearance timeline.
The Sam Hyde appearance, it's real,
dude. In the simplified version, you can see that the pictures are from April 2014 when she was 16 years old. Just compare his hair length, hair color, and glasses. In the detailed version, you can see several dozen more data points with archive links proving the dates of every video. And you can find links to both versions in the description box below. Additionally, the girl Marky spoke out against Sam on her Instagram story in 2019. She said that Sam Xitter took her virginity and recorded CP of her at 16, among other things. But she didn't receive any justice after speaking out. All she got was people harassing her and her family, and then they pretended she never said anything once they bullied her into silence.
Wait, so Sam Hyde spent all this time accusing others of being pedos and even launched a cancellation campaign against Adult Swim's advertisers just for joking about pedo stuff, and he actually had CP on his hard drive?
That's right, Stewie. And if the FBI had raided him and searched his devices instead of just merely asking him to do a voluntary interview about the CP, we wouldn't have to have this conversation right now.
CP? Hit her? Why should we believe her? That girl is crazy. The owner of Kiwi Farms offered to interview her, and she showed up to it drunk.
That wasn't Marky, Brian. That was a different ex of Sam's, Channing Krieger. Channing did show up to that interview drunk, but she has about as much to do with Marky's claims as Hassan Piker, or any other one of the people who repeat Marky's claims to make Sam look bad.
One of the things that I've also noticed is so many people do like this whataboutism, or they try to push it away, or like, but Hassan did X, but Hassan did Y. Like, they try to use that as like a way to disprove all of like Sam's claims or Sam's stuff. Dude, if this is real, if this is fucking real, then oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. I'm so glad.
Later on, even the owner of Kiwi Farms said he was convinced the Marky allegations were true. After watching the video, Sam Hyde and Marky the
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Truth by Tenacious Turnip, the one who researched and published all this information.
I might actually see... Oh no, he doesn't have the part where
Although
Noel
he did
talks
call
about
Turnip
it.
autistic, which was very hurtful.
Very
because
true.
Even though Turnip technically is diagnosed with autism, how did he know that?
Wow.
All right.
I guess they
That's
call
funny.
him the Candyman for a reason, huh?
And he really is a school shooter.
Yep, and that...
Bro, he fucking put his jokes. He put his
only the
fucking
beginning.
jokes in there.
Tenacious Turnip is still working on exposing Sam with more videos in the future, so make sure to subscribe.
Dude, the fact that this was March 10th is crazy. Do you think, like, he sent this to...
Oh god, that's him. Quick, Stewie, run!
Do you think that this was about the same time that he sent the video to Anissa? If he sent these videos to Anissa, that's fucking crazy, dude. Oh my god. Well, I don't really need to explain the Channing Krieger stuff now. If this is true, this is insane. Wow. Yeah, I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it.
You want to know, who is Marky? What's the context of this picture? How much of what these screenshots say is true? How old was she? When was this picture taken? Where are their clothes?
Listen,
What?
one of the things I've learned is never get between an autist and a special interest. They have all of the time in the world to like go fully in depth.
Is there blood on her face? Why is she smiling? What was Sam Hyde's response to these allegations? Is this picture even real?
Yeah, you know what? We'll fucking retweet it. We got this guy. We'll retweet this shit. Doesn't have a retweet? I got them. I got him.
Isn't this
Dude,
just
I'm
another-
a Tenacious Turnip fan. All right, I'm a Tenacious Turnip fan. We
Is
got
Sam
this
Hyde
guy.
hoax or prank or inside joke, just like how everyone jokes that he's a mass shooter? And I'll answer that last question right now. I don't think so, Timmy boy. You post a meme about Sam Hyde being a mass shooter, everyone's gonna laugh along. You know, you're putting the ghost of Kiev in a self-defense situation. Funny. But you mention anything about Marky, and your post will be removed, and you will be banned. Now, is banning people part of the joke? Is that meta-irony, or is that meta-meta-irony at that point?
Yeah, so he's making fun of iDubbbz, which is...
Is Sam
yeah.
Hyde an actual sexual predator?
So, I want to believe that this is true. I 100% want to believe that this is true. That he actually did send the Marky stuff to Anissa. and that's why it's going to be posted on his birthday. I really want this to be true. Oh man.
But only ironically, and the real joke is how mad everyone gets. Good question. That one I'll have to leave to your interpretation.
All right, so let's go over some of the evidence. Let's go over some of the evidence.
Website.
All right, let's
So
go over the
I
evidence.
said that the pictures are from Sam Hyde's apartment. I guess I should prove that. So if you take a look at the map... oh shit, I'm sorry. If you take a look at the map of his apartment... So,
like,
I made this.
Oh, dude. It's tough. It's tough. Because he goes fully in-depth with, like, a full-ass analysis of his house, right? But it's so difficult to show people.
And I also made this. So if you look at the background of the marquee image, you can see
I'm 100%
the
convinced
power cage
that
right here.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I did fully watch this video. I'm 100% convinced that he is correct and that the accusations are true. And yeah, the main thing is, like, I don't know how iDubbbz would have gotten this info, but this makes sense. And if this is real,
is that
then
object.
Turnup is
the railing
Turnup's
is
the
dark
fucking
brown
goat.
object, and the post is this bright white object. And this is the most similar angle I could find to this picture in Sam Hyde's videos. It's pretty much the same.
We'll speed this
So
up
now
a little bit more.
you can never unsee it. Yeah, and then this is pick 2. You can compare the black rectangle here, the shelf and the shelf support. You can look up these videos. You can see.
Weed makes you peaceful, creative, self-actualized wonder drug from God. He put it in the ground.
The ground war. A similar angle. And you can see that the black rectangle is a bathroom mirror, a small one. And then this is Samantha, aka Diaper-chan. So Sam's ex-girlfriend Channing said that he started dating Samantha when she was 17, not 18. Personally, I can't comment on that. I also can't comment on whether or not Sam Hyde taking a 16-year-old across state lines from Rhode Island to his apartment in Fall River, Massachusetts.
Dude, I also can't hear the across state lines line and just think anything else besides, like, the whole Kyle Rittenhouse stuff. I think he's trying to say about the crossing state lines is because that is, like, the legal definition for, like, technically child sex trafficking. I think that's why the across state line things is brought up. That's pretty much the only thing that I could think of.
Massachusetts for sex is illegal.
Yeah.
There are a lot of factors at play here. I'm an e-detective.
He also gets into, like, the logistics of, well, actually, the age of consent in Massachusetts is 16, so theoretically it's it's still wrong. It's still wrong for a 28-year-old to even want to sleep with somebody who's 16, regardless of the age of consent. We weren't okay with that if it was, like, the Cody Co and Tanamongo stuff. He statutorily raped her.
Not a lawyer.
Oh, fuck.
But I can confirm that his
like,
apartment
just wait 2 years, dog. Just wait 2 years.
is in Massachusetts. A lot of people think he was living in Rhode Island at the time, but he was living in Massachusetts, in Fall River.
I often find myself wishing there were no STDs. I live in Fall River here, which is I've been told it's the heroin capital of the East Coast.
Yo.
And if you look up the age of consent in Massachusetts instead of Rhode Island, you can see it says that even though the age of consent is 16 in Massachusetts,
absolutely crazy that it's 16.
The age of consent is 18 when the victim is of chaste life and the perpetrator induces them to have unlawful sexual intercourse. So, I'm not a lawyer, but here is that broken down into layman's terms according to the law office of John L. Calcagni, who is a criminal defense attorney in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. So, in that law, the term induce means to move and lead as by persuasion or influence, and the term chaste life means the person who was under 18 was a virgin, which Markey was. And the 5 requirements for being guilty of breaking this law are being under 18, which she was, being a virgin, which she was, the defendant induced the complainant for sexual intercourse, which he did, and sexual intercourse did occur. Or, I guess we didn't prove her age yet, but if we prove that Marky was under 18, then that means we will have proven that, by the letter of the law, Sam Hyde committed a felony sex offense. Now, in terms of the actual application of the law...
Bro, Destiny and Sam Hyde getting on the sex offender registry would be so funny for 2025.
I would say, ask a lawyer.
But I don't think he'd be able to now because of, like, statute of limitation reasons, right? I think.
Sam Hyde should ask a lawyer. But,
I don't know how
maybe
statute
of
of limitation works.
After all, we haven't even proven Marky's age yet. But now we've learned that Sam Hyde and Marky did have a sexual relationship. You might have thought that was obvious, but with Sam Hyde, you have to prove every little itty-bitty thing, because his fans are fucking psychotic.
True.
In their
Very
minds,
true.
This
Very
was just
true.
a fan who took a picture
Like,
with Sam.
even I tried to give, like, some pushback already, like, on Xitter, right? I made a post saying, like, I'm 90% sure after, like, looking more into the Marky stuff that it's going to be on Sam Hyde. And I already got, like, some Sam Hyde person being like, iDubbbz is too much of a fucking woke pussy bitch in order to do something like that. And I was just like, all right, well, I don't want to really get into, like, the semantics of why I think it would be good, but...
in public while wearing a strapless dress.
Sam Hyde with a girl named Marky. In one of the images, Marky appears to be topless.
Yo, Tommy C reference?
Does she? Stop it. We don't know how old she is, you idiot. Does she appear to be topless?
She could be wearing that.
She can wear the whole lower thing, too.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of stretch. I'm sure there's pictures in me, like me and my wife.
Fucking
like, she's wearing that
Tommy
type of thing where
C.
if you took the picture from she might look topless, probably.
Yeah, like certain angles, yeah, no, like
Yeah.
the same pictures.
Oh, that's weird. Wait.
That's
what?
a stretch and a half.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, and no hate to Tommy C, by the way. I know some people are calling him delusional, right? They're calling him an idiot. They're calling him a stupid fuck. But personally, I disagree. I think he's none of those things. Tommy C, you wanted proof that this wasn't in public. That's why I did that part of the video. And maybe she is wearing a strapless dress. Maybe Sam is wearing one too. I cannot disprove that. But,
I mean, it's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious, but I guess you have to prove that they aren't or whatever.
Yeah, we can
if
all
somebody
change our
puts that
minds
idea
based
in
on
there.
new evidence.
It makes it difficult.
At least he's not Keemstar. Anyway, these pictures are real, and Sam Hyde and Marky did have a sexual relationship. But we don't know anything about the bloody nose, we don't know how old Marky was for sure, and we still don't have Marky's comments on Sam or Sam's comments on Marky. So, both Marky and Sam have made 2 statements on this.
Okay, I think I'm gonna let this video... I'm gonna skip ahead to this part because it's not really that important to, like, know exactly what they say. I'm gonna link the video in the stream chats in case anybody wants to go and watch it, and if they want to, like, hear more of the details. But we are probably gonna jump ahead. No, we are 100% are gonna jump ahead to the Sam Hyde appearance timeline. Oh boy. This is the part that I, like, first heard about. I was like, these people have way too much time on their hands. But I guess you kind of need to when every small detail is criticized, like, to an extent. And that's why I'm saying, like, this Content Cop video has to be fucking good. It has to be good.
Anti-comedy. So, if there is even a single ounce of plausible deniability, Sam Hyde is going to find some way to wiggle his way out of this.
Yeah.
So we need more proof. So in order to confirm how old she was in these photos, we need to know 2 things. 1, we need to know her date of birth.
We're only going to be probably going to about, like, half
2,
of this part.
we need to know when these pictures were taken. So her date of birth is in 1997. Other people have actually mentioned this in their videos on the Marky stuff. Her date of birth is public information on online voter record lookup websites. But I just wanted to make sure, so I looked it up myself, and I confirmed that the date of birth, June 7th, 1997, is accurate.
So crazy, like, that information is just public.
I did not
Man,
take
I
that
love the
information
US.
from an anonymous 4chan post. I got it from a Rhode Island government website.
Man, I love that. People
That
not
means
even
that
from
Marky
Rhode Island could access that information. Oh man, I love the US.
Would have turned 18 on June 7th, 2015. So, how do we find out when these pictures were taken? Well, we know they were taken before October 24th, 2015. The censored version of this photo had been posted by then. that means that the oldest Marky could have been is 18 years and 4 months. But he was not 18 years and 4 months if you take a look at the Sam Hyde appearance timeline. So,
oh man,
I made this, and yeah, if this is too confusing for you, then don't worry, I will have a simplified version at the end. So
it is crazy how in
starting
2003 he looked good. It's crazy how it just went downhill from there.
2006, 2009. Oh. Yeah, 2011. That is when he gets these glasses that he is wearing in the picture with Marky. And, please, do not look up these videos. Like, do not look up Kyler New Bowl Cut on the $1 Million Extreme 2 re-upload channel and be like, hey, that isn't from July
I really don't have
2011.
much I'm
That's
able
from
to add. I'm
2014.
kind of just using this video as, like, supplementary information to, like, explain my points as well as I can.
I am using the original upload
as well as he can, because he's obviously going to say his points better than I could repeat them.
On the now banned $1 Million Extreme channel.
So we're
And if you
only
look
going to be
these
going
up
to, like, the
on
relevant
archive.is,
information.
then you can see that the upload dates
I mean, I
listed
believe it. I
are
believe it.
correct.
Yeah, I believe it.
And yeah, if it's a live
Like
stream,
this is better
or
informed and
I
like
otherwise
better
have-
information than like Dogpack was trying to do against Mr. Beast, where he literally photoshopped like a video like video YouTube
of the
video
recording
layouts.
date, not just the upload date.
Man, whatever
Then
happened to
make an-
Dogpack? Ever since he got exposed 4 months ago, he hasn't made an upload. He hasn't made Mr. Beast Part 3. How
note of
crazy.
that.
How weird.
Yeah, so 2012, you can see that Sam has long brown hair here. And that's when he gets his hair cut. And in June 2013, he goes to Atlanta to record the sketches Officer Maggot and...
He does not look good blonde.
I think
He
father
100%
figure.
does not look good blonde.
Yeah, so obviously, the pictures cannot be from here because his hair is not blonde in the picture with Marky. Marky turns 16 here. And, yeah, so here's the TED Talk, here is, there's this stuff, and then, so he gets his hair cut here. This is when the picture with Marky is from, April 2014. April 2014, and then, in June 2014, shortly before Marky's 17th birthday, you can see that Sam breaks his glasses. There's green tape on them here, and then they're taped up from that point on. And then you can see this green tape in some videos like Dancing at Five Guys. You can see it in his picture with Weave. And then later in June,
Elon
after
Salute?
Marky's birthday,
His heart goes out
dyes
to
his
you.
hair blonde again. So the Marky picture cannot be from here because he has blonde hair. And then he gets different glasses here, so it can't be from this point on. Yeah, that's why I color-coded it red like that. And then this is from when Boston Ross was recorded, because Boston Ross was uploaded in 2016. You can see Sam here. This is Boston Ross in this Facebook post from December 18th, 2014. I think he was... this isn't his house, and he was with...
So all that he's doing right now is he has the exact point that he needs to like go back to, but right now what he's just doing is disproving anything from then onward that would like
the things
show that it couldn't be from this timeline. Like obviously the glasses are like a big thing, and the hair.
Computer guys, so I think he was in California recording a sketch. The band thing for World Peace, or that would later be shown in World Peace, even though it wasn't for it specifically, I think. Anyway, from this point on, you can see, yeah, Sam has the other
blonde.
glasses, and by Marky's 18th birthday, she had actually left the continental United States. Yeah, or technically, I guess she was visiting family in the Pacific Northwest first, before going to college at Alaska. Yeah.
That is really cool, though. I am kind of jealous. I wish I could fucking.
This is the official
go to Alaska,
University
man.
of Fairbanks
Alaska's so cool.
Instagram account.
Man.
And then...
Yo, that's when the picture
yeah,
was
his
from?
hair is blonde here. It's blonde.
That's when the picture
blonde
was
here.
from?
You can see...
The iconic school shooter pose? All lives matter?
yeah, and then the Marky picture was leaked here, so... Yeah, and then all of the messages had been leaked by this point, and that's when the Sam Hyde sexual past infographic was made. And then this is when Boston Ross was posted. Oops. And here is the rest of the appearance timeline. You can see, after World Peace got canceled, he started to really look like his modern appearance. And then, yeah, we go back.
Yeah, dude,
and
it's
then
so
once I found out
unfortunate.
that the picture of Sam and Marky was from April 2014, what I did was, so I was like, oh yeah, April 2014, that's when all of the drama with Sam and his brony dating sim was going on. And I wanted
That's also crazy that,
screen
like, it's around the same time that iDubbbz was
shot
still
of
involved
his
with this.
Facebook profile picture from back then. So
Oh,
I thought I
man.
could probably find one of those in the brony threads. Yeah, and I did. You can see this. It's also April 2014. It's this here. You can look this up. Yeah, this matches. Yeah, this is also from April 2014, but that has to do with Bear Bath, and that's a whole other can of worms. So,
no.
Yeah, this is April 2014. This is Sam's girlfriend Nina, or ex-girlfriend, girlfriend at the time, girlfriend who he was cheating on. You can see his appearance in all of these. And then you can
As
see,
you can see here, the pictures look even more similar when you crop off the top of Sam's head the same way that it does in the Marky picture. Oh,
and his
oh,
appearance
brother.
in all of these
Oh, God.
matches up. And then this is from June 3rd, 2014. It's about 2 months later, and you can compare this. In this one, his glasses are taped up, and his hair is about 2 months of growth longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, then Marky turned 17.
Okay. Okay.
And I also made a second simplified infographic.
Oh my fucking God. All right, I don't think we need this. I don't think we need the second the second one. Oh my God, there's a Sam Hyde sexual past timeline. Oh, brother. Dude, we're not going over it. We're not going over it. We're not going over it. Very good video, though. A very fucking good video. Why does this person look like a young boy? Very good video. I would highly recommend it. Oh, man. It's just crazy to think that Tenacious Turnip could be, like, the big linchpin in the iDubbbz video. Once I just saw his Twitter, I was like, oh, yo. All right, so there was another part that I wanted to see, which was the iDubbbz new part. And this was kind of like what made me think that iDubbbz was going to make a video talking about it. I think this was pretty much it. It's kind of like cemented the idea, and I was like, oh, Sam Hyde's fucked. Oh, yeah, he's just screwed.
And the final thing has to do with iDubbbz, and also Sam's employee Evan from the iDubbbz documentary. The more observant among you might remember Sam mentioning Evan's cancel website in the Soph DMs and the Marky stuff. Well, now Evan
yeah,
is
we're only going to be going over this last segment. It's not
big
too
surprise
long.
there.
Looks
and
like
Eve
Eden
made a cancel website on Sam, which has a ton of stuff. Part of it is how she thought Sam Hyde was just an edgy comedian, and then found out he was a neo-Nazi. And it has a picture of Sam and Richard Spencer, and Weave, and his live stream with Nick Fuentes, and stuff like that. Part of it is a bunch of allegations about Sam that can be found elsewhere online.
This was the
like
part that
Marky
like
stuff.
kind of blew my mind.
And part of it was about how Sam got two of his
not this
girlfriends
part.
pregnant at the same time.
I think we
Brown's
skip ahead.
identity was originally censored, but
Yeah, Channing Krager's a
so
fucking
Eve
idiot.
wanted to cancel Sam.
Eve
and
wanted
Channing
to
has been trying
cancel Sam, and Channing also wanted to cancel Sam.
since like
Yep.
2018. So Eve reached out, and Channing does not give a fuck about doxing people. So she doxed Sam's 19-year-old girlfriend. She doxed Eve's emails, so now I have to censor it for YouTube. And she published her emails with Eve. And apparently, Eve told iDubbbz about all of this shit. And yet iDubbbz was too much of a pussy to put anything about Sam's harem in that video, let alone to include anything about Marky. Yeah, my guess is that iDubbbz maybe wanted to be 100% sure this was real before saying anything. Maybe he wanted to interview Marky and couldn't get in contact. She kinda disappeared from the internet because of all the people stalking her. But some people say that iDubbbz was trying to make a hit piece on Sam. You're delusional. iDubbbz was basically Lex fucking Friedman, and you people still aren't happy.
I still don't
He could've
even.
included-
I don't even really agree with that point. It was 100% a malicious hit piece. I still think that.
So much shit, but he didn't, because just like every single other
He
big
didn't do
YouTuber,
any. He didn't do any fucking research, and he was 100% the main reason why Sam Hyde sort of has like his revitalized
that
career.
refuses to cover the Markey allegations.
Ugh,
He was afraid.
So,
that all-
so I really think that he feels responsible for Sam Hyde's like new rise 3 years ago, and this is him trying to make amends. I 100% think that that's the case, man.
all of
Oh,
this was a
fucking
joke
hell.
or a prank or otherwise untrue. But as we have seen, it's not. Like, go on, make a video about Markey, you know? Farm some drama, make a bunch of money. Now you know that you're not going to falsely accuse someone and ruin your career by doing it. That is my gift to you. Also, a quick addendum.
And then he goes over like more Froggy Fresh stuff, more Marky and Hassan stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. It's a very good video. I will link it. I will link it in both of the chats in case anybody wants to go watch it. Would highly recommend it. It definitely made me come to the realization that yeah, it's going to be on Sam Hyde. I think anybody who thinks that it's going to be on Ethan is kind of delusional. I think anybody who thinks it's going to be on iDubbbz himself, good suggestion, but oh man, I don't know if it's just this tweet, but damn, yeah, it makes me 100% think that it's going to be on him. Dude, if it's on the Rizzler, that's gonna be so sad. The Rizzler's a Nintendo shill now, guys. The Rizzler's a Nintendo shill. Dude, it sucks. Aw, jeez. And yeah, that's about it. We will know tomorrow, and I am excited for tomorrow. All right. So that's about that. That's it. That's all we got for the iCucks Sam Hyde stuff. That's all I have. I think I'm gonna do a speedrun. I think we're gonna do a Yakuza speedrun to end today's stream. I don't really have anything else. I might leave stream a little bit earlier depending on how quickly we're able to get a run going. But yeah, that's gonna be the content cop predictions. We're gonna go to the BRB screen just so I know what to cut off if I do make this a video. I've been wanting to like make like these segments into videos. It's a pretty good way to like get the channel going on, get more people here. But yeah, man, I really want it to be on, or I really think it's gonna be on Sam Hyde. Oh boy. Oh fucking boy. Oh fuck. Okay. I'm just going to be changing the game. We're still going to be content cop predictions stream, but yeah, I cuz it's such a good title. And I guess I would still talk about it. I don't see why I wouldn't. I'm going to go to the bathroom first. So if you guys want, take a few minutes, go pee, get some water. We got a Yakuza 6 speedrun coming up next. Actually, let me go update the titles for that. XPiss is real. XPiss is 100% real. Jesus Christ, that was loud. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I will be back in a few minutes. Yeah, get a snack, get some water. We got a Yakuza 6 speedrun coming up next. See you guys in a bit. Hello, 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 hello. The white boys tend to get a little quirky at night. Dude. I don't want to say shocked, but I am hopefully optimistic. Is hopefully optimistic the right word even? I don't know. I'm optimistic. Okay? I think it is definitely the case that it's going to be Sam Hyde. And I 100% think... I'm just going to be repeating myself at this point. But, yeah, for anybody just tuning in, we just did about an hour and a half of reasons why I believe that the new content cop is going to be on Sam Hyde. And we watched an incredible video by Tenacious Turnip where he kind of puts it into perspective as to why a lot of people are thinking it's about, or I guess about the whole Marky and Sam Hyde. Dude, it's doing it again. It's doing it again. What is... It's my controller's doing the thing again where it doesn't register. I had this issue Saturday. That's really annoying. What the fuck? When did I stream last? Yeah, when did I stream last? Gamepad viewer. Yeah, like why is the gamepad not registering again? Oh, does it just not think I have anything plugged in? Could that be the case? I mean, it says I do. I had this issue last time of it saying it doesn't register anything. I don't know why it does this. Dude, it's only like the DualShock 4 controller too. It's only this controller as well. Generate URL. Reset. Copy it. Or no, wait, we have to make sure that it's like able to load for some reason. Because it just says currently no gamepads available. When like I'm doing shit, people could see it. It was working. It was legit working. What? 2 days? 3 days ago? Like why? Why is it not working now? What did I do to deserve this? Let me see if I just have to generate a new URL for it. Yeah, player 1, PS4 white. Fuck. Nope. Fuck. Yeah, no. It just doesn't say anything. Interacting with controller. And it doesn't register. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Awesome. Well, no controller input, I guess. That's fine. I didn't want to do the controller input. Alright, gamers. We got a Yakuza 6 speedrun to do. So, between last run and this, I watched over my run, and I watched over Caller's run. And there's a lot of stuff I was doing wrong. I learned. I know the strats. I know what I could do better. I gotta get my mouse fucking right here and ready. Yeah. I think we're just gonna... Let's just jump into... We still have to get, like, a bunch of our D-Rust coming off, right? So we still have a lot of D-Rust to do. That's why I'm not really worried about getting, like, an insane time on my third run back or whatever. But I think it's good to get the consistency. And that's what I'm trying to get right now. I'm trying to get my consistency back before I... Yeah, before I try to go, like, super hardcore for any of these runs. So, all right, coming up on Nagamo 1 again. This is a classic tutorial fight. It's one of the most annoying ones, just because if he could do shit like this. What? Dude, there's like some delay with this. Yeah, there's 100% some like weird ass delay going on with the controller right now. Let me unplug it and plug it back in again. Maybe that's an issue. So, I don't know. But I was having fun. I was having a fine time yesterday, or not yesterday, Saturday. But yeah, hopefully we can start off with a good Nagamo. I probably shouldn't like reset on him not punching immediately. Probably don't need to do that. Yeah, it kind of blows. Okay, so then what we do is we run over and we grab a cinder block and we hit him once. And then, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do with that. That's genuinely what we're supposed to do. We lost 5 seconds because we were waiting for him to attack. So getting to 53, it's not the best, but it's fine. One of the things I also didn't realize is you could just talk to the phone. Like, you don't have to talk to Kitchen Girl before talking to the phone, so yeah, I'm just gonna do that. That's gonna save like a ton, well, like a few seconds, or a second or two. I also have to remember on what cutscenes I could just hold left. Yeah, did it switch over to 6? It should have switched over to 6. Yeah, boom. Already like that. Yeah, I made sure to switch it over on Twitch. YouTube, not really so much, because you don't really do, like, a good selection of games for it. Or there's not really a good selection of games, and people don't really view it based on, like, what game you're playing, just on if you're doing gaming or not. Which, I mean, technically I am doing gaming, but I'm still also wanting to talk about more items. More items, Chonchent Chop. That was sick. That was pretty sick. Yeah, you guys can't see how fast I'm mashing now. I'm literally using both of my thumbs to mash faster. Now, I could totally use my mouse here and try to buy the Taraners and Bento, but it's more consistent to just buy them with this. As soon as I say that, I fuck up and accidentally buy the more expensive one. The money is actually pretty tight until we get to Clan Creator. Like, we fucked up last run where we accidentally bought a beer. We accidentally bought one too many beers and then ran out of money. Yeah, it was awkward. So one of the things I also need to be wary of... Yeah, you were right. Yeah. One of the things I have to be wary of is trying to always walk in the most optimal, like, way. By, like, holding forward and then moving the stick, or the camera. But apparently, in the world record run, you don't even get a beer before Clan Creator. You don't even do that for that fight. That was some weird lag. Okay. Or at least he didn't, so... I don't know if... I still probably would, because I still think it's still potentially faster. But yeah, right now all I'm trying to do is just get my consistency back up. Poggers? Oh, let's go. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Okay, good encounter RNG as well. They're all heading downwards. I had to, like, cancel some of my sprint there because I didn't want to potentially do it while they were all aggro on me. Ah, shit. Whatever. That's okay. That's still fine. 3 swings is okay. Ah, come on. Pain. Oh, right. I didn't, like, get rid of any of my, We should still be fine here. I didn't get rid of any of my other, like, saves, so we're gonna lose some time with the unoptimal save management. Yeah, just because we reload some saves manually, so it's best to, like, have, I think, like, what, 3 saves? Because I think there's, like, 3 or so times that you'll, like, use the save system. And depending on if not you, or if you have, like, bad goon RNG. Calling it bad goon RNG is really funny. I'm actually going to keep that. I like that a lot. Bad goon RNG. No! RN Goon? That's actually sick. Alright, so we fail this now. Oh, wow. A gold? An 8-second gold? An 8-second gold arena? Alright, now we have taxi percent. This is the fun part of Yakuza 6 speedrunning where we reset for taxis. I don't know if I might reset a few times for the taxi. I don't think I'm gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna kill the run for it. Yeah, I don't know. It all depends. Okay, you want your lines to be, like, impeccable here. And yep, this is what we reset. That was these are getting really slow. I haven't done this in a while, so... Oh my god. Oh my god. I have not done this in a while. Bruh. There we go. That's more my speed. Dude, I'm getting faster at this. This is great. As soon as I say that, I fuck it up. Come on. We haven't gotten a good taxi. We haven't gotten a taxi yet. In, like, either of the runs we were doing. Even though we keep resetting, we haven't gotten it. Alright. Damn. One more. One more for good luck. One more for good luck. This will be fine, because this will mean, like, we're able to, like, get rid of some of our saves. I don't think I want to get rid of that one. So we have like 5 saves or so. We have a few. We have a few saves available for us. A few saverinos. That's awesome. That does blow though. We haven't gotten even on Saturday when we were grinding getting taxis, I haven't seen a single one. Apparently, I honestly don't even know what, like, percentage of chance it is. Maybe it's like a 4%er? I don't know. I don't know. Classic kick shit in Yakuza 6. The kick shit honestly is like the most annoying part. You know, like the dodge is fine. Yeah, the dodge is fine. The guard is fine. It's mainly the kicks. Kiryu can't ever land that first kick. You just can't. You can't do anything about it. It's just bad RNG, pretty much. Well, not really. There's some stuff you could do about it, but, you know, you have to, like, push him towards the corner, and then, like, you have to be at a specific distance away to, like, increase your chance. Perfect. Yeah, like, something like this so far. Not like this. Okay, maybe? No, did we break all the bricks? Oh, we did. We I'm Alex'd him. Fuck. We missed all the bricks. We broke all of the bricks that were right there, because I was... I had no idea what I was, like, gonna be able to do. He actually just got I'm Alex. Dude, did you guys see the I'm Alex cope stream? Oh my god. I'm Alex actually was having, like, a major cope stream on his, like, million sub channel, like, YouTube. I'm gonna bash your fucking head in with a brick. He was making references to his brick-style phone that he had, which was pretty funny. Oh, fuck. Oh, fucking Kiryu. I still also don't know why I'm, like, resetting on Nagamo 1. It's just fun to reset on Nagamo 1. We love Nagamo 1 as a fight. And we just want it to go well. Dude, it's a Nagamo 1 stream. I remember this now. It's all coming back to me. No! I should have picked up a brick as well. Hang on. Never mind. I don't know if there was even any good heat actions I could have done there. I probably could have picked up, like, a plant. Well, I tried to do that with the brick heat action. I tried to do that with the brick heat action, but it was not letting me for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm just trying to get Nagamo into that corner. That's pretty much it. That's all you gotta do, is just get Nagamo in that corner, and then he stays there. Like the good little dog he is. Oh, fuck. Little late start. Little late start. I'll make up for it. Alright. I think I made up for it. I just went a little slower on that second cutscene. Skip. Oh my god. Did it too early. He missed? Why did he pick up the brick? I didn't even see him be able to pick up the brick there. That's crazy, though. That's crazy. Alright. We're just gonna run with it. We're just gonna run with however bad this run's gonna be. Fuck it. I just want to get a run going on. I don't care if the Nagamo one is slow. I'm cool with it. Yeah, I just want a run going on. A 55 sucks. A 55 actually sucks. Yeah, that blows, but I'm sure we'll be able to save 7 seconds throughout the run. Like, I mean, our Chapter 2 somehow got a gold. I should have just continued on with that first run. You know, we had a gold coming out of Chapter 1. But I kept wanting to reset for a taxi for some reason. Even though resetting for taxis is 100% just gambling. It's 100% gambling. Dude, it's like those horse race gambling memes that people are doing on Xitter right now. Are you guys aware of the horse race meta on Twitch or on Twitter right now? It's so fun. It's so fun. It's basically this guy who like did MS Paint doodles of like a bunch of different colored horses, and he like put them in a course. Oh my fucking god! He like put them in a course, right? And there's actual like just so much fan art of these different MS Paint colored horses for some reason. It's so fun. Dude, I can't when I don't have camera control here. Wisteria hates the horses, but the horses are great. Like, there's Horse Yuri. There's Doomed Horse Yuri now. Like, Cyan and White are both Doomed Horse Yuri. That's like a headcanon for some of these people. Yeah, that's been the horse stuff. I just keep horsing around when I watch that shit. Still sub 3 exit. Still sub 3 exit. Not the best, but we could probably still save some time here. Incredible. Ideally, you want to go at that corner right there, so that way the door stays open, but it's a bit difficult. Thugs! Goons, if you will! One of the things that we need to try and do throughout this run is to not run into people, because that loses a surprising amount of time, right? It loses a good amount of time. Just bumping into people and like getting your movement just hindered. Yeah, I also don't know why my, I haven't been able to use my camera at the orphanage section at the start. It's been weird. I normally did it a certain way to where it was consistent to me, and now I have to like learn a new way, and it's just fucking me up. It's just 100% fucking me up. Looks good. Looks good. Just have to... Yeah, we're good. One of the things I tried to do was to, like, get the correct amount of, like, taxi, stuff on my notes. I got chapter 1 and then I just stopped. I got the upgrade route, though. I got the new upgrade route. Yeah, 3 swings suck, but it's fine. Just because I play with, like, a weird claw grip. Hey, good. Oh, fuck. No enemies. Let's go. Like, I have my left or my right thumb on X, right? And then I have my left finger, like, bend down and, like, move the right stick to, like, move the camera. Or, like, micro-adjust the camera. It's kind of cursed, but it works. All right. Going into Ed right now, we want to make sure that we hit all of the ads with the construction sign. And we have to make sure that Ed gets hit, like, probably after them. You really should focus on the ads first, because Akiyama more than likely will hit Ed and trigger his second QTE. Okay, well, that's fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. Wait for him to get up a little. Hit him again like that. We hit him with the heavy right there, so that way we fail this QTE. It is faster to fail this QTE than it is to pass it. You only want to do that if he's at 1 HP, though, because when you pass the QTE, you deal a good amount of damage to him. Yep, you deal a good amount of damage to him, so you want to, obviously... If he's at 0 HP, you don't really need to do the QTE. And it, yeah, you get it. If he can't be one-shot. Yeah, pretty bad chapter. Save some seconds at the orphanage just by going to the phone and that new route. Not really new route, but... Alright. I think for this part, I'm just going to run to the taxi. I don't think I'm going to worry about reset. I might reset once. You know what? We'll do a cheeky reset. One cheeky reset never hurt anybody. But I want to actually, like, get this run going on, so I don't want to waste it for taxi RNG. Yeah, this is our one reset. Okay. Ooh, this sucks. But I think we'll be able to avoid them. One reset never hurt anybody, so it's fine. Little one reset as a treat. It's a little bit faster here to run to New Serena because of the text that appears. You'd have to wait at the taxi before being able to access it until the text fades. And by that time, you're already getting a head start running. So we got the Justice people. This will allow us to do like these little mini trouble side quest things. We just take care of them like that. And we want to run north towards the north. I'm assuming east. North this side. And then run our way back near the blue vending machine there because we're going to be grabbing a CC Lemon. This will also do us the big favor of respawning or despawning any enemies that's up there, which is perfect for us. Makes it incredibly consistent. You could potentially grab the CC Lemon before that whole sequence, but then you would end up risking enemies spawning there. It saves maybe half a second. You know, like no time at all. But I used to do it just to try to inch out every fucking second. Get fucked. Somehow gold? Still? Okay, so we have new upgrades to get. We have new upgrades. And I have a new route. We bought 2 Tarners? Oh, I think we're fucked. I don't think we have enough money now. Uh-oh. We bought 4 Tarners? Bro. Uh-oh. Gulp. Well, this will be fun. Bro, if the run dies because I bought the incorrect amount of Tarners, that sucks. Okay. And then boost combo speed 1. Where is it? Dash attack. Okay. Yeah, still a little sloppy. Still a little sloppy. I haven't played the game in a while, so that's my excuse as to why. I'm assuming once I get back into the swing of things, it's just going to be like butter to me. It's just going to be like butter. I'm still not really used to using the DualShock 4. I've been using my 8-bit Duo for like months, so I was just grinding Isaac. And I got really comfortable and used to that controller. But what we're doing right now was we are pushing... I don't remember his name. It's a little bit faster, and that's why we also like save and reload, because it just gets him to start moving. If we didn't do that, he would just start talking for a while. But this is what we used to do back in like the Yakuza 4, Yakuza 3 runs, where we would just push Date around just to make him go faster. And then we have to wait for both of them to arrive at this spot. So right now, we have a baby in our hand and he's crying, so we gotta go get him some milk. But nobody has milk because it's nighttime. So we're gonna have to talk to like 2 specific people, or at least go to 2 specific places, just to get done with this whole little side quest. The longer it takes you to do this, the more baby minigames you'll have to do to like appease the baby. Yeah, we skip all of those by this one tactical save and reload, or this tactical save and reload. That tactical save and reload skips out on one of the appease the baby, shake the baby minigames. There's another one we're going to have to do in a minute once we make our way to Kiyomi's bar again. But yeah. It's the same old classic slow, low part of the run. You know, at least the slow part is like 15 minutes in. If we were playing Kiwami 1, the slow part would be the first 10 minutes of the game. You know, and then it comes to like a really difficult boss fight that you need to get, the Majima fight, which you're able to beat, and then you get 100 levels of XP. Fun run. Fun run. Fun run. Alright, we got a drunk right here. This drunk always likes to hit, like, first. So it might just be good for me to grab the plant, block, and then swing. Whatever. I tried. It didn't work. Literally, my only amount of notes are hit drunk with plant, which is, like, base, but also, like, not really helpful. He'll like to... He likes to always attack. So I don't really know the proper way for Kiryu to face him, because that's the only way you're able to block in this game. Alright. We're going back to the house, the Navy apartments, and then we have the baseball fights. Everybody's favorite baseball mechanic in this game. The only baseball in the Yakuza game, by the way. There's never been any more baseball. There will never be any more baseball. This is the only baseball. Tatsuno Shinada erasure, as the kids say. Yeah, I didn't even have my my notes take me to the proper place. Yeah, we're fucked, by the way. This run's dead. Run's dead, by the way. I went to the wrong location. I bought a Tarner when I didn't need to. Yeah, I thought we were going to the ropeway station. Fuck. Oh well. Yeah, so we just messed up with 2 taxis. That's going to hurt us. That's definitely going to hurt us. But I'm glad that we're getting the bad runs out of the way now. You know, I could blame it due to Russ. I could blame it due to my notes not having the proper taxi locations after not playing for a while. All of these copes and excuses are what I'm 100% going to use. And you can't stop me. You cannot stop me from coping and using all of these excuses. Oh my god. 5 hits there really sucks. Ideally, you get that in 1, maybe 2. Now we go to... Oh, well. We're still going to the bar, so it's not like it's going to change that much. There's not really any taxi that would, like, help us that much. I mean, ideally we get the God taxi. Ideally, we just get a run where all of the taxis come out and they help us out immensely. You know, our 47, we had 0 God taxis, but didn't even get a Chapter 2 God taxi, right? I just need a God taxi. Or 2. There's like 3 spots where that's where the best taxis are that you could get. One of them's going to be like in this next chapter where we're carrying Haruto again. We have to go to the base. I don't remember what it was called. Their hideout or whatever. And then there's another one where we're with Yuta and we're going to the same place. Those are like the 3 ideal taxi spots. Anyway, we're going to go grab the Bloody Binding right here. This is going to give us a big attack boost and take away some defense. Well, we don't really need defense where we're going. Yeah, we're already losing time. Bro. Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Losing 30 seconds blows. Classic Yakuza 6. Oh my god, please. Let's hope that we could buy the Beads of Good Fortune. Just, oh, we actually don't have enough for any, like, anything else. We don't have enough for anything else. We don't have enough for any beer, dude. Yeah, I think this is like definitely a reset. Yeah, we don't even have enough for the beer here. Fuck's sake. Yeah, that sucks. It's over now, I'm pretty sure. Like, sure, we could get this part, but we have no money. I guess I could probably sell an extra Tariner. I guess I could have sold an extra Tariner. Yeah, what I might end up doing is, like, taking a break from this game, coming back, like, later tonight and doing another run. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. If I get to a point to where the time loss is like too much. Why didn't I taxi? Right, I know why. I don't have enough money for taxis. Yeah, we'll see how bad the time loss is for this chapter. Just watch as we get like a god taxi here. Yeah, Hirose family office, that's where I meant. Just watch as we get a fucking taxi here. Okay, it's going the opposite way. It's going the opposite way. It was there, but it was out of the map. Man, that sucks. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to come back later tonight and do another run. Because I want to fully test out the idea. Tragic. Absolutely tragic run. Yeah, we have no beer here as well. Oh man. It's funny. It's actually really funny. Last run we had too much beer here, right? And now we have no beer here because we took like 2 extra taxis and we bought an extra Tariner like a fool. Oh, whatever. These runs are good. They're going to be able to like get me my reps in, but yeah, this run's actually dead. It's actually dead, even though we do get money next chapter. I don't think it's really good when Masazoe 2 has no, or even the Yuta and Takashira fight have no beer. So yeah, I don't know about that one. Like, these guys are fine. We can take care of these guys just fine. Okay, really? So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but other than that, I think that's okay. We'll just have to do another one. We go again, as the kids say. We go again. Actually, I think these stairs you just run up straight, but like all of the other stairs, you like hug the wall. Yeah, I don't even think it's that worth it there. Okay, right. Like maybe here? Bro, he kicked us out for being too poor. He kicked us out for being too poor. That's fucked. That's fucked up. How would you like it if you were poor, Mr. Taxi Man? That's fucked up. That's racist right there. Shame on him. Shame on that taxi man. Well, it was a bit sloppy, but we got it. And now we have to do this Matsunaga fight with, no beer. Dude, I don't even know if we'll be able to do this Matsunaga fight with no beer. This sucks. Oh, dude, that does no damage. Well, guys, I think that's going to end up doing it for this stream. Thank you so much for watching. I'll probably be back in a few hours to do another run, just because I want to. Very well. I hope to see you again soon. That is a very fitting end. Dude, I can't believe I bought an extra Tarner. How much could I have been able to sell the Tarner? Let's see. Could I have been able to sell the Tarner? How much would the Tarner have sold for? Oh, would have sold for enough to, like, get me a few taxis. How much does a taxi cost? I think with the Tarner, the extra Tarner buy, and then, oh my fucking god. Yeah, how much would this cost? Oh, okay, like about 500 yen. But with the other beers, yeah, Your Honor, we were fucked. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna do it. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Yeah, I'll be back later. I definitely want to keep streaming and doing this game. But yeah, this run's fucking dead, and I don't want to start a new one right now. I want to take a little break. Probably get some food, so. Alrighty. See you guys later. Bye-bye.